It is incredible to be behind this amazing 1966 Corvette. My father, who passed away when I was young, actually worked for a Corvette dealership in Los Angeles for over 25 years. So this is like home sweet home for me. Well, I'm probably worried about Blake the most getting behind any sort of heavy machinery or vehicle of any kind. I just worry about his ability to drive safely. Because where he comes from, there's no rules. He comes from the Wild West, where he just pulls over. He's never worn a seatbelt in his life. He just pulls over, shoots an animal, and goes and eats it for dinner. I'll tell you what, it was fun for a minute to be shooting on remote and from home. It was convenient, but it feels really good on a lot of levels to be back here on the lot, shooting on our voice home. It's where we should be. The show's better. We're in a real professional environment. Everybody's being super safe, but it just feels right. It makes you feel like, the world's going to start spinning in the right direction again soon. I'll tell you right now, it's going to be one of the hardest choices for you, Americans, to try and figure out who's going to win The Voice this year. And I know it feels like we say that all the time, but it's this top 17 that we have going in our first live playoff is some of the strongest talent we've ever had, and it gets cut to 9. I can't imagine in our finale having to make that choice, but that means it's going to be a great show.
Let's think. Who am I most worried about getting behind of all the coaches? Let me think about that. Oh, Blake Shelton, of course. And you guys know why. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we are back in the studio for the lives this season. It feels more incredible than ever that we're here. Weirder and crazier, but also just the gratitude level is skyrocketing. So it feels incredible to be back here for the lives. I think it's going to be really hard for America to choose the winner in the next 3 weeks. Between all the people on Team Gwen, I'm saying, because my team is ridiculous and so talented, so unique, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna win. I mean, I'm not being cocky. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure that Team Gwen is gonna win.
I love Dr. Quinn. That's her name, because we are forging new paths in the Western Territories, and I got her a couple years ago on my birthday. I bought her for myself because I was like, you deserve Dr. Quinn. So I got it for myself. I buy really good gifts. And no, I love Dr. Quinn. I really have like a really quick drive to work, like to and back from work. So it's a fun car to go in and out of. I think everyone is probably picking Blake, because I would be nervous about how much alcohol was. I'm just kidding. I've actually partied with Blake. He always has a driver. He's really he's like a good guy in that sense. He always has a driver, so. Well, or like a lazy one. Like, drive yourself, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, last season, the lives, I was in a really comfortable chair, and like from waist down, I had like pants on that I didn't work out in, but they were workout pants with Nikes, and then the top part looked real classy. And I had wine, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the last year lives were all right with me. Yep. I drove a Can-Am to work. That's kind of cool. Yeah. This is an upgrade. But I'm excited about the lives this year though, because in all seriousness, I'm excited about, we're really lucky we get to have live music. Like, we get to hear these incredible singers and just be a part of live music. It's so weird. I don't know. I feel like we're all slowly forgetting how to touch one another, because we can't, and to live how we used to, because we can't right now. So we're really, really fortunate in that sense.
I love being behind the wheel of this car. It's obviously a vintage Ford Mustang, and I've never driven a car exactly like this before. It doesn't have some of the technology we've gotten used to, but it rides really nicely and it matches my suit. Behind the wheel, I feel like everybody that coaches on The Voice right now is probably a good driver. Kelly's very into vintage cars, so I know she's good. Blake, he's living in Oklahoma. He's got to drive all the time. And then Gwen, she's from Orange County. I feel like everybody's got to drive a lot. So I feel like everybody should be good in the car. Last season, we did a DIY live season. So all the live shows were done with our own equipment at home. We had to set it up. We had to do mics and cameras and lights ourselves, and it was a struggle. I am very happy that we're doing the lives in season 19 here at Universal Studios. I believe this is the deepest season that I've ever been a part of on The Voice. So America's going to have a tough decision, but clearly someone from Team Legend should win.
It feels, it's really cool to be in this classic truck. I'm a truck geek, so whether they're new, whether they're old, whatever, but this one's actually really cool. They've actually taken this one and somehow made it into an automatic, which is helpful for a guy like me. I love it. I feel safe about saying I guess of the 4 coaches, I'm most worried about Gwen getting behind the wheel. But having said that, I almost a few seconds ago slammed this truck into the front end of the pink Cadillac that she's driving. So to be honest, I'm the only person that has almost caused an accident today. For so many reasons, I'm glad to be back live on the stage here at Universal, filming The Voice, mostly because we had to kind of set up our own home studios last time to wrap up season 18, and I suck at that stuff and I hate it. And so if nothing else, at least I don't have to learn how to plug in all that crap and get on the internet and hope it works. I'd like to tell you that it's going to be tough for America to choose a winner, but I really don't think it is. I mean, Team Blake all the way.